Hello and welcome back to another resin art video. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. You'll love this one. These are all the colors that I used today. I used Pearly X Violet, some Pearly X Magenta. That's True Blue in that little itty bitty container right there. That's the name of it. And then some Apple Green. I love Apple Green. That's one of my favorites. That gold right there, that's Art Tree Creation Gold. And then the paints that I used today for the transparency, I used some golden fluid acrylics, some purple, some red, Puffalo blue, and what else? Puffalo green. And I'll list everything in the description, you guys. Even with the grinder and stuff. This video is not going to have the grinder in it today, but I'll list all that stuff from like the last video, the grinder and stuff that I use. Next week, I will go into more detail like on the grinder and how to, make all these marks and everything like that in there. I'm still trying to get all this figured out. The aluminum's kind of new, so I got to figure out a way to put a base on the bottom of it to, hang it and stabilize it a little bit. So I want to do a 2 foot by 4 foot. I'm kind of worried about the stability of it, like sagging in the middle or whatnot. So I got to figure something out on that. But she's cool. She's pretty freaking neat. I like it. And you guys, if you want me to talk about something on here or tell you about more of it or something, just let me know. Like I can gladly talk about all this stuff, and whatever questions you have, I'll be glad to answer them. I'm friendly. Man, that thing is awesome. God, I love this thing, you guys. Freaking sweet. She's cool looking. So, and it's got so much depth, you guys. I mean, just like look right there. It's freaking cool. So I love this one. It's 24 by 24 on aluminum, and it is ground aluminum. Okay, I'll get the video going. Okay, so in today's video, I used approximately 24 ounces of Pro Marine Supply resin. I mixed it for approximately 5 minutes. And then you can see all the Pearly X and the golden fluid acrylics over there that I'm going to use. In this thing here, I did put a base coat down on it right there. I rubbed it in pretty good. Not really enough to cover the whole thing. I should have used a little bit more, but it's still pretty good. One thing I will tell you about this aluminum versus like doing it on wood or something, it is really transparent. So you got to kind of like look at it at different angles and kind of make sure you get the whole thing covered. And as far as like, prepping it and cleaning it, I guess I didn't say anything last week, but I actually used like a bandana because it was kind of a cotton-free bandana. And I tried paper towels and like Scott's rags and everything like that. And the aluminum, with the texture and everything on it, it's got a lot of bite to it. So when you would clean it with your rubbing alcohol and everything else and then the paper towel, it would kind of like rip it up and leave particles in there. So what I did is I just, grabbed the rubbing alcohol and a bandana and just kind of went to town and cleaned it up. As far as this color right here and everything, I just mixed up the Pearl EXs. And I'm kind of just, trying some stuff out on it, with my fingers right now. Nothing too special. I'm just kind of trying stuff out and seeing what's happening. And I kind of getting the gist of it again. And I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. This is just regular. So I got that all blended up like that, just with my fingers. And I mixed the Pearl EX pigments, really translucent. I didn't use a whole lot in there. Same thing like with the golden. Purple right there went bloop. You can see that over on the side. It kind of gave it a little bit too much, but it still looks awesome. Not enough to make it opaque. So still happy about it. Just mixed all that stuff in pretty good and kind of went over the colors, with the same kind of color and kind of just blended. That's what I did. And like I said before in the beginning of the video, if you guys got any questions on this, just let me know. Oh man, do you see that blue in the middle? Holy cow, that was my favorite part. When my eyes saw that, I was like, Jesus Christ, that's awesome. So yeah, So that was one of my favorite parts right there, is that blue in the middle. And then I kind of like let the blue take over in that middle a little bit, just because I loved it so much. I was like, God, that's so good looking. And yeah, this one was a lot of fun. They are a little bit more work, you know, with the grinder and prepping the substrate and everything like that. But you know, I mean, for the results that I got out of it, I am quite happy with it. I've always, you know, kind of wanted to do this stuff, and I posted last weekend about it. You know, Sherry Cruz has done one of these. Hers came out pretty good. Anthony Thompson, he doesn't really have a YouTube channel, but he makes some pretty cool stuff. I asked him some questions about it a while back, you know, and he answered a lot of them for me. And Sally Tolley makes some really cool stuff with some resin on aluminum. Oh, I got a phone call in the middle of this video, so I lost a little bit of it, but here I just, you know, turned the camera, you know, back on, put it right back where it was at. And I don't know why it shut my camera off, but it did, but oh well. So I still got part of this video for you guys and everything. And right there, that's just the Art Tree Creations Gold. And I put it down and grabbing my heat gun right now, and I'm going to get the heat gun and just start blending it. So that's what we're doing right there. And it was pretty cool. That aluminum's got a little bit of bite to it, you know, on the bottom. So it didn't really sell out like super, you know, crazy like. It kind of just, see right there, it's sticking. Hold on, I'll pause this and I'm going to go zoom in on that for you. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, but yeah, I just zoomed in on it for you guys because I thought it was cool because it, like, see how that line just stays so straight like that right there, and it didn't really flow all that much, you know. I don't know if the aluminum's biting that powder from sinking on the bottom or what's going on with it, but like I said, this aluminum stuff's pretty new to me still, and I was like, dude, that is crazy cool. So it made that line really cool. And just kind of, you know, pulling some dust particles and stuff like that out of there, and then torching this thing and doing all that stuff, getting all my bubbles popped. I taped the bottom on it, so I don't really have any resin sticking on the bottom. I didn't have to scrape it or anything, and I'll just take the tape off when I'm, you know, figuring out a way to put a bracket or something on the back to be able to hang it. We used to use Z-strips in construction when I did that stuff a while back. Might use something like that. So, okay. Here's another close-up on it right here. And man, you can just see that Pearly X pigment right there. God, that stuff's awesome. Man, that looks cool with all that depth and everything. And then that gold. Oh, dude, she is crazy looking. I love it. I'm a little bit more hyped up than normal on this one. But yeah, look at how straight that line was. I mean, that was just cool kind of how it bit and stayed. Well, I like trying new things like this, and I'm kind of glad I did. And God, this thing is just, I really, really like this one. I mean, it's got to be one of my favorites. So I'm going to be doing some more stuff on aluminum, and I'll go back and forth, you know, and I'll show you guys how to make cells and all that other stuff like that and other kind of paintings. But God, I love this, and it's something else more I want to explore. So, all right, I hope you loved it too. Here's my doggies. What are you guys doing? You guys running? Are you jumping on me? You jumping on me? You're crazy. What are you doing, Rocket? What are you doing, Soph? I would have brought it outside for you guys today, but it is pretty stormy out here in Iowa. I just didn't want to get it wet. So, there's Sophie, and there's Rocket. My friend Laura Posh said I should put my doggies in every video. Okay, so here's the cards. I'll put the resin on aluminum one up here. That one kind of goes over the grinder a little bit from before. Like I said, I'll do a really good video on the grinder next week. And then I'll put the other one up here too for like an encapsulated frame. Thank you all for watching. See you next week. Bye-bye.